tornata. Salve. Salve, sono tornata. Vabbè amici, cosa ci possiamo fare? Ora ci sei. Allora, la cosa bella è che crasha solo OBS. Perché se crashasse anche il gioco sarebbe un delirio. Ah, ti vediamo, grazie. Gemo, ripinna il messaggio di Paffira, per favore. Venerdì mattina io dovevo fare The Dream Machine con Hank, ma Hank non può, quindi venerdì mattina faremo Marvel Rivals, ok? E comunque ciao Gabri, ciao, ben arrivata, scusami il delirio. E fortunatamente non crasha il gioco, cioè lì quando poi si riattiva OBS magari vedrete se ho vinto o perso, ma almeno il gioco non crasha. Yay. Sono molto felice di ciò. Sono molto felice di ciò. Ho fame. Non posso avere fame. Beh, oddio, posso avere fame. Non ho fatto colazione. E quindi posso avere fame. Allora, ma io non sto capendo quanti punti io abbia. Dove li leggo i punti che ho a disposizione? Ah, ne ho 3. Ok, perfetto. Beh, faccio così. Io spargo come su LOL. Me li ha presi? Sì, perfetto. Ah sì, c'è. Ok, Scurry. Applies the highest buff to yourself for the star. Ok. Ma Aku come fa a non impazzire con una connessione? Ma in realtà Aku non crolla. Quando lui fa le live alla sera, sì, ha un po' più di delay rispetto a me. Ma forse crolla un paio di volte. Ma neanche un paio di volte a live, un paio di volte alla settimana. Neanche. E non so perché con me faccia così. Boh, mi sentirà e dirà, ah, stronza. Probabilmente. Anche perché adesso sono da sola, non c'è nessuno in casa, io sono staccata da internet. Cioè, il gioco è un giochino del belino, quindi non so. Sicuramente quando ci trasferiremo, andremo a vivere insieme, eccetera, eccetera, una delle priorità sarà una connessione internet decente. La prima priorità è che sia accessibile per disabili, così, a snaso, e poi che abbia una connessione decente. Ah, quindi gli stai sul culo, capito? Per forza! Non ho altre soluzioni. No, cioè, veramente, lui non crolla mai così tanto. Magari, appunto, ha un po' più di delay di me, cosa che ogni tanto ha anche un minuto. Ma io non lo so, amici, non lo so. Sono una persona triste. Comunque, spero che ciò accada presto. Speriamo davvero. Allora, quindi dicevamo. Quindi ora abbiamo anche questa. Whoa! Ok, haste ended. Use scurry on your haste ended. Okay! Hey boss, you mastered this form! Way to go! Mastering forms give you a few benefits. When we're in our imp form and the form is equipped, you can get benefit of any innate abilities of form. Okay. If we're in imp form, our meta attributes are multiplied, but the best of all multipliers for our equipped master's form. Best is actually true. Yay! Master Plague Rat repossess your stats and form. Yes, die! Yes! Whoa! libro! Tome of Envenom. Poison a foe, inflicts affliction. Range 1. Ok. Boost, accessory, no. Offhand? No. Perché ce l'ho in offhand? Ah, perché è two-handed. Due mani, quindi non posso usare. Ok, va bene, that's ok. Spero che già sì. Speriamo davvero. Io adesso che ho sistemato la questione dell'INPS sono più nell'ottica di, ok, devo ricominciare a cercare un lavoro lavori decenti e finché non mi... sono in ballo con alcuni, ma finché non mi mandano lavoro comunque devo cercare altro, so come posso muovermi, eccetera, eccetera. Quindi dai, devo solo entrare nell'ottica di ricominciare a sopravvivere. Ok, imp play. No, perché no? Sì, ok. Ok. Perché non sono andata... Ah, vedi? Posso ok, meno male. Sono felice che tu abbia risolto con l'INPS e spero tu possa trovare presto tanti bei lavori ciccioni. Grazie. Che cazzo? No, perché attaccare la forgia? Oh! Cosa abbiamo trovato? Light boots! Toughness! +1. Ok. Posso dire che è carino? Ma in realtà ce l'abbiamo già. Ci sarà modo di vendere robe? No, questo non lo voglio attaccare. Cat merchant. Yeah, I see you're finally on your way. Hey, boss, be careful. Something smells fishy about this cat. I do like fish, but I'm just a humble merchant. If you're so harmless, how come I hear you trade with heroes? Nobody's perfect, and profit is profit. I know you monsters that use gold, so I'll take balls of yarn and trade instead. Look for me. Look for me. Look for me on the way down for some good praise. And a prize. Maybe we'll just kill you instead. That would violate the non-violence clause of verbal agreement. As a show of good faith, I give you this salvage-o-matic. It converts items into scrap. It converts items into scrap and buy from you. Ooh, when you're ready to embrace your destiny, go down the stairs next to me. Whatever happens, none will tell tales of your deeds. Oh. No, aspetta, ho sbagliato. Mi volevi dire qualcosa? Scusami. Cazzo, mi volevi dire come aprirla? Probabilmente. Ok. Ah, ok. Salvage items and turn them into scrap. Warning! Warnings are given for free items. Quindi se io voglio fare così. Così. Oh! Ok. Yes! Io devo prepararmi per uscire per fare un po' di spesa. Ti tengo sul telefono finché mi lavo e mi cambio. Va bene, vai tra. Ci mancherebbe altro. Io provo ad arrivare al fondo di queste scale, perlomeno. Poi probabilmente cambierò gioco. Ah no, aspetta, qua c'è roba. Tanto la luce rimane. Pim, pim, pim. Ok. Qua abbiamo già girato. Andiamo. Hey boss, now that we've made it past the first floor, you should know about the turn order. That thing, that's this thing on the right. Only visible when monsters are nearby. Ah, okay, questo qua. Near future, any trade with gold border is sports. You know, when it's when you want, we won't show up at the bottom of the tunnel. Hey boss, you made it to say congratulations. You're a bit aggressive, so watch out, boss. Okay. Whoa! Level up! Quindi O, no, quindi P. Yes! Ha ha ha! Alziamo questo. Violence di 2. Yes! Ancora posso? Ah no, ok. Yes! P, 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 P. Ok, qui cosa mi dai? Shrine of Ravender the Scholar. Make an offering. Click to send an animal. Oh, posso... Offriamo il tome. Offer. E quindi? E adesso che mi ha offerto? Qua c'è qualcos'altro che non sappiamo. Yes. Però perché non mi fa fare... Ah, perché forse no... No, siamo morti! Ah, stanotte ho recuperato la live di Santo Stefano di DS Dungeon in cui avete cucinato. È stato un delirio. Sì, esatto, è stato un delirione incredibile. Incredibile. Allora, sentite. Questo lo chiamiamo run 2. Però, save. Ok, direi che ci possiamo fermare qua. Carino come gioco, veramente carino. Però non credo, vabbè, non credo lo riporterò mai, ma vabbè. Iniziamo il prossimo. Quindi se vuoi crashare live, puoi crashare adesso. Allora. Easy pop. Piripiripi. Il prossimo lo voglio finire. Ve lo dico. Ve lo dico. Ditemi se è troppo forte, io già l'ho abbassato. Però intanto devo prenderlo su Obsen. E devo anche poi cambiare la categoria. Quanto sei grosso? Sei un po' troppo grosso. Così a snaso, sei un po' troppo grosso, gioco. Ciodice. È un po' come al solito, un po' così. Va bene. Arcade Spirits. Qua si fanno le romance. Oh, perché sto scrivendo? Eccolo qua. Perché mi mette... No, scusatemi, Ok, sì, l'ha preso. Allora, non so se siamo pronti. Io obiettivamente non so se sono pronta a questo gioco. Spero sia un punto e clicca veramente. Così tengo la mano destra, più che altro. Tengo la mano destra nel Momonga. Anche se, aspettate un attimo, mi faccio un pistacchietto perché ho fame. Mi faccio un pistacchietto, che sembra una roba strana, ma un pistacchio, literally. Literally un pistacchio. Beh dai, abbiamo fatto un'oretta del gioco precedente. Tra crash vari e robe varie. Oh no, un punta e clicca, la nemesi della stream. Esatto. Però, dai. Vediamo come va, vediamo se è meglio o peggio del gioco che ci ha regalato, che ci ha, le mie 1000 personalità, che mi ha regalato Hank. Paccia. Così il pistacchietto è giustificato. Perché è il nome del liquore al pistacchio, pistacchietto, davvero? Siamo seri? Questo è un capello. Mi è attaccato questo capello. Mi sa di sì. Non sto capendo. No, non era attaccato, eccolo qui. Via. I pistacchi e le noccioline e le arachidi. Scusate, le chiamo noccioline perché sono una scema. E le arachidi che abbiamo in questa tazzina. Ah! Allora, dato che hai riscattato lo Snackos, mi mangio anche un'arachide. No, intendevo lo Snackos. Ah! E ho visto dopo. Perché su OBS non me lo dà. L'ho letto poi dalla chat di... Non ci arrivo, vero, alla pattumiera? No, allora li metto lì, poi li buttiamo dopo. Però, prima di sbrodolare tutto sul tavolo, vieni qua tu. Bravissimo, Kronk! Una nocciolina! Cioè, una nocciola! Vieni qua. Allora, dove vai? Vieni qua. Ah ah! Buone. Non sono cresciata, vero? Sono ancora qui con voi. Che rosicchio. Che vi rosicchio nelle orecchie. Nom. Ma che buone sono le noccioline. Le arachidi. Sono una droghella. Comunque mi dicevo, le noccioline, le arachidi, i pistacchi erano nella nostra calza! Nelle nostre calze, perché la mamma del signorino Accu ci ha fatto la calza della Befana. No. Anche il Lion di ieri è stato preso dalla Befana, dalla calza della Befana. Bevo un attimo. Ok. Ok, ora sono più in mood. Allora, vediamo un po' com'è questo punta e clicca. Database system online, new profile detective, analyzing. New profile. 2377771. Economic bracket, lower middle. Employment category, bleak. Current emotional alpha rating, low. Ideal candidate for premium level assistant. Proceed? Negative. Ok, iniziamo bene. Lo sentite il gioco? Premium level assistance re-requested. Proceed? Negative. Pretty please? Negative. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services for profile 237771. Justification? Hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Name, Ari Kader. Pronoun she. Ah, possiamo cambiare. Ok, allora no, ci cambiamo. Run. Pion. Pronoun she, va bene. Hairstyle. Carino. No, va bene lunghi. Carino però. Skin tone. Ah, però non puoi cambiare il colore. Perlomeno la... Ah, sì, qua. Hair color. Oddio quanto. Così mi piace di più. Skin tone. No, così è decisamente troppo bianco. Questo. No, è troppo rosa. Così. Sì, questo è decisamente il mio tono. Eye color. Questo. Yes. Skin tone, qui fa. Clothing color. Ah! Così. Perfetto! Siamo noi! Done. Name, run, pion, pronoun, she. Is it correct? Ah, vedi, qui puoi fare... Yes. Yes. Premium level assistance for profile 237771. Run pion has been activated. Sib! Ma ciao, Sib! Ma buongiorno! No, sì, buongiorno, giusto. Buongiorno. Come va? Come va, Sib? Noi qui stiamo facendo un altro gioco, sempre di cosa? Sempre di ITCHIO. Vediamo se arriviamo alla fine di questo punto e clicca. Abbiamo appena fatto il nostro personaggio. For the sake of her hopes and dreams. Anzi, aspettate un attimo, mi raccomando. Che Sib gioca e mostra le stampe belle di cose belle, stampe 3D di cose belle sul canale di DS Dungeon, mi raccomando. Ah, un punta e clicca! Esatto! Non sono pronta. For the sake of your hope and dreams. Però in teoria punta e clicca, quindi la mia mano sta sotto. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademarked classic arcade games titles are used... Okay. Winners don't use drugs. Okay. Fiction Factory Games. Written by Steve... Ok. Sto molto apprezzando questa cosa. Put your quarter up. Ooh. Is this a future year 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of a catastrophe? Ma perché? Ma perché? Cioè, tutti questi... Is it cyberpunk all over again? Oh, be to the human race plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister... I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. No flying cars, smartphones, programmer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, sì, cheese flavor snacks food. Mi sa che ce l'ho pure io nella lista del backlog. Questo è sempre nel bundle di qua siete. Nel bundle di ITCHIO, il primo. forse stiamo arrivando alla fine della prima pagina, la prima di 59. Cosa è successo? Il gioco tutto bene? Boh, un attimo flashato. But even with such wonders as 20xx old, to date, I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, a lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kiddies peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. Oh no! No! As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Oh, pretty basic. Sembra... Se non guardiamo questa parte qua, sembra la mia cucina quasi. Behold my quaint little apartment. Can't complain really, it's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roommate picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave laying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to the most in my family tree. Pure! Or at least I was before today.
You got fired from another job?
Juniper. Okay.
Seriously? Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
È carinissima. Posso dire che è bellissima, Juniper? È bellissima. The horrified-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper is the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job, like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Because you actually enjoy that job more than you enjoy dishwashing soap and smelly socks, at the very least. And not a complaining sort, these things just happened. Things fall apart, the center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? Come mai non parla più? No, I mean, the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold the water anymore. No! Whatever, I just get another job. Any job will do, as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong! I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
Aww. Sì, hai visto è arrivato Sib.
We both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
Aww. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting, this is about you. My mind's made up. We are going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants. And your dream job? I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it.
Oh, hey! I think I've got just a thing to help you out. Mi piacciono tutti sti suonini. È bellino. Sti suonini, soprattutto. È bellino. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping a lock code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced it to me. Oh no! Oh no! That kind of game? Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. One with less socks and or urine, magari. Ilaria, urine. Think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, alright? Poverine noi. Bello, mi piace un sacco però, eh. In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fighting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying, I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life too. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserved better than me and my problems. Oh no, siamo in quell'era, siamo nell'era del crogiolamento, no? We're the worst we can have happen to our best friend because we're useless. Oh no! Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled, nope. Nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sent my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho? Cosa vuol dire gung-ho? About lending me a helping hand, but gung-ho? Ho paura che cada tutto se cerco, quindi se... mi aiutate a cercare questo termine, per favore? So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. Certo. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I don't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she'd left a note for me, pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download app, find a dream job, make money, sort your life out. I'm leaving you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bill? Dai, diamogli. Figuring at very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job. Unthinkingly enthusiastic and eager, especially about taking part in fighting or warfare. Ah, ok. Ok, ho capito. Oxford ha parlato, ho capito cosa intende. Sì, non mi viene un parallelismo in italiano. Però ho capito. Sì, sono quelli... Invasato? Forse invasato potrebbe andare bene? Perché io penso agli invasati quando penso alla gente che è molto entusiasta di queste cose. Ah, che c'è? Ti ho visto, Gemo. Ma perché parte 2 volte adesso? Che problemi c'hai, OBS? Ma anche voi lo sentite 2 volte? O lo sento solo io 2 volte? Cosa ridi? Adoro. Io un po' meno, non capisco perché faccio sta cosa. Vabbè. I loaded up. Yes. Oh no.
Hello!
Iris. Hello. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me? Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future of year 20XX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach.
Okay.
This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
By Pizza Yums.
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
Allora, adesso non bestemmiamo. Adesso non mi pare il caso di bestemmiare.
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
No. No.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts.
Ma ho detto di no! But
I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
ho molta paura di questo gioco. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or you're some sort of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
Hooray!
That's super! I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already had a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it worked just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you Questo è quello che non vorremmo nelle macchine, il fatto che abbiano un cuore, no. No, le macchine devono rimanere macchine. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? Ah, sì, ok, no, non skippiamo il tutorial, va? Sure, give me the sales pitch. Every time you think about saying something, I can take it with you, with an identity. The way you can be sort of person you want to be. The systems allow me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your response to people. Quirky, steady, cuddly, gutsy, and basically. Ah, quindi quella cosino lì è il basic. Per un enigmista il cuore delle macchine è CH. Perché è in mezzo. Jesus Christ. Sounds to me like your programmers also want a bunch of things ending in Y. That's grand! My branding game is on point. Quirky response that use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of the situation. Just a thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Che ansia I rumorini. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feeling into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy wishy-washy come il Pokemon! As a result, gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving to the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Non ho respirato. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, generally steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. Aww, carina. So, what are you saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad.
Nope.
Heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with feelings right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Okay. Now, let's see my patent-pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? No. I don't tell no jokes, sorry. No. Non siamo né enigmista né Paffina, niente dad jokes. E neanche Jacopo, niente dad jokes. Ew, I'll pass. I don't mind telling jokes, but I'm not gonna, like, randomly... Che spavento, Betty. Betty? Betty? Ok. Forse è già tornata la mamma di Enrico. Vabbè, almeno finiamo il tutorial, poi vi saluto per oggi. Che direi che ne abbiamo già viste di cotte e di crude. But I'm not gonna like randomly throw jokes darts like that. Yeah, I don't think that jokes either. I prefer limericks myself. So now that you've seen the identity indicators in action, do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators, give it a surprise, that way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. No. Use. Okay, you see indicators in all their glorious color. What if I'm colorblind? That's why there is also uniquely shaped icons. Don't worry, I got your back. Aww. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tell you your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now.
Good work.
Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. Veramente abbiamo risposto a una cosa. Vabbè. You asked me a thing. Ecco, esatto. Off to a great start, let's say. Hang on. You're scoring me? Did you say you're not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or chivos, as the kid says, chivos, really? Achievements, or chivos? Encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship score, wonderful. So, will you also tell me that the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Ran, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. Okay. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right corner. Ooh, okay. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I don't downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will take the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine to do with that?
It'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
Oh, you can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Okay. Romance? Seriously? Seriously, often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating, well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on co-worker right from the day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Sure, I'm open to be positive for me. Let's stay focused and play cool on day one at least. Romance without flirty first impression. I'm just interested. Figo. No, direi il secondo. Let's stay focused. I'll play it cool on day one at least. Right now, I'd rather focus on... Okay. Aha! I knew it! This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of eyes missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
Add command or file name?
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I a tourist? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here, just like the 17th self-help book on my shelf. Still 18th times charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
So, do I just stand here?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Please put some nice clothes, nicer than those, please. I don't think that's much to ask. Vado a fare la spesa. Buona live, alla prossima. Non credo venerdì perché ho una conferenza stampa e non credo lunedì perché devo realizzare un'intervista. Però ci si rivede. Ma sì, vai tra. Ciao Alan, bello, a presto. Grazie di essere stato con me. E con noi. Tanto vorrei finire il tutorial e poi chiudo. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best. But how did you land my dream job in 20-second flat? Simple, I'm awesome like that. Now get a move. Tut, 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 tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away. Well, this is happening, but do I have a chance to get off the runaway train? Mattuse, mattu, mattu. I had to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app. No. I choose to trust the science. What is my dream anyway? What the hell? Let's do it. What is my dream? As much as I dream can say I found true direction in life yet. I assume never would, honestly. Okay, I was right to have faith in spirits. Fun plagues! The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's a street mall. Street malls are legs of 90XX places where random sorts of weird little business jam as many of themselves into as tight a space possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Animate. Which,
Hey, listen.
I think that's still a thing no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these business exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. Boring clothing store? Behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Ah. Trust me on this. I reference and cross references and cross references to your social media. This is your dream job. My dream job, really?
99.97%.
Yes. Wow. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots and always been popular with the mainstream. But well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Video games were always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the years 1908X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. If this game was a complete poop bots, like poop from bots, and massively overproduced. It ruined video games for years. Luckily, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Our gamers considered nerds and outcasts, arcades vanishing points of nostalgia. Ah, ma quindi la nostra linea temporale, the mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospector for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure.
99.97%.
Sure. Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though satisfying but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's place, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in 15 years. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Arisa ropes that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said it was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personal front of a database array that currently laser target on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and then lose my dream job... Hi, crybaby! Hi! Just wanted to drop in real quick. Sadly, I'm only able to lurk for now. Don't worry. I'm not gonna stream for long more, but you're welcome, even to lurk. We are doing an arcade game. Not an arcade game. Punta e clicca. Point and click. Click and point. And it's about us looking for a dream job, and a very capable artificial intelligence is helping us, Iris. Hope everyone's doing well and having an amazing stream. Yes, I'm doing well. I'm in the moment I am at my boyfriend's house. I'm going to be here to stay here for a month and a half, roughly. And that's all. This is why it's a little bit changed everything. What makes you think that's going to happen? Mi sono un attimino persa una manica. Dove è la manichetta? Okay, sorry. I lose my... Oh, I see. Yeah. Because it does, it always does. And now we are looking... Hope you're having a great time. Yes, I am. But the only bad thing here is that it's colder than the place I live. So going out is so tiring for me, because I try to get as much as body warmth out of me and try not to die in coldness. It's not that cold, but it's colder. It's way colder than my place. Luckily today we have a little bit of sun. Yay! I hope tomorrow is going to be sunny too, because we're going out to make some errands and some groceries, because tomorrow afternoon... Oh god, it was the same for me when I visited my boyfriend a week ago. Oh no. Do we have the same boyfriend? It wouldn't be a problem for me. Sharing is caring. As long as we are all consensual. Whoa! What? Now, I was saying that tomorrow afternoon we are going to make some jam with my lemons and my tangerine. It's not tangerine, but oranges. Sorry. And we're going with the skin of those fruits. We're going to make some alcoholic beverage, and I cannot wait for that. I'm going to be happy about that. So yes, yes, and yes, alcohol and jam. What's going to be better than that? I don't think your database accounts for my family course. Sounds amazing. Yes, yes, I cannot wait for that. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why it takes things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest and then close it. Yeah, erano ubriaca! Beh, almeno ho i piedi caldi. Ieri dopo pranzo mi sono fatta un bicchiere di bicerin torinese perché avevo un freddo incredibile ai piedi e ho detto fammi fare una shot. Buonissimo. It's sorry. The bicerin is alcoholic beverage made in Turin, in Piemonte, in Piedmont, in Turin. Well, in all the region. And it's made with whiskey. Is it a whiskey? No, it's whiskey and chocolate or hazelnut paste, hazelnut chocolate cream. Usually, it's so fracking yummy. It's so yummy. I cannot. I would do that if it weren't. If it wasn't, it weren't because it cannot change. If it weren't bad for my health, I would do that every lunch at the end of every lunch. It was so good because it's not wine or beer, so it doesn't make me feel sleepy. It just gives me warmth. Now, right now, my feet are really cold. As often as my life tended to crumble from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. And besides, what is my dream anyway? That's what I was asking myself when I left the house this morning. I don't know what I want from life. I've been coasting aimlessly for years. When things started running downhill for my family, I had to grow up fast. Put aside silliness like wanting to be an astronaut and take what I could get. Now, thanks to Iris, I've got a shot at taking something a little better than what I usually get. I owe it to myself to try and be happy and paid, not just paid. So, I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. On the other side. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. Comunque il tutorial l'abbiamo finito, eh. Ah, 200! Ah, perché è vero, perché ho scelto... As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the look of it, like really old. Though I don't recognize the game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's a karaoke or dancing. A Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Check-in. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Okay, I recognize most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moby's Magic Maze? Moby. My Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man. But the one in the middle with the split screen is new to me. Questo qui? O questo qui? Non capisco. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid? hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat 'em up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. Two genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Hi! Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and I had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket price redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
Fun play. You've been business for a genie in my phone, said a magical space fairy or something that lives in my phone told me to come here to find my dream job.
Hello!
I'm a magical space fairy, apparently. I've expected her to send me packing. Pretty impulsive of me to just talk about Iris like that, but she took it in stride.
My, oh my.
My oh my, what they can do with the technology those days, I really do marvel at what amazing things young people have in 20XX. Although I'd simply love to take a sledgehammer to those blasted video game consoles that eat at my bottom line, she said with such a kind-hearted and warm smile.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it?
Okay.
Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
Oh no.
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Come sadly? In che senso, no, aspetta. Sadly he died. Sadly perché è morto, non perché he died peacefully. I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
Okay. That's information I needed to know, yes. And you are Ran Pian, ma'am. Very well. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it is rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Oh, eventually you just sort of learn how to filter out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated. I found, but in the end, done. She quicks and I will. Well, now that's faster than the others. Not bad. So, shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Okay. Francine leads me down back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. Penguin there, baby. Penguin there, baby. No, l'ho capito. Fate uno screenshot e mandatelo a Jacopo, per favore. Di questo penguin there. Mi sa che sei arrivata. Gne. Forse. Into door marked employee. Okay. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gaming's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy, he's been so overworked lately. Please, have a seat and we'll begin. As quick as display game. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I've heard how to describe simple Lego set to prove my communication skill. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but I'm confident, prepared, ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
What?
If you were a dinosaur, What dinosaur would you be?
Right, okay, maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem, go with the flow, let's do this. Pterodactyl, sorry through the sky, Brontosaurus, big dude, and Triceratops. This one. I've always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no. All dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. I've always wanted to be a flying bird, so pterodactyl. Swooping around, catching updrafts, staying way away from meat eaters. Really, how exciting. Even if technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs.
What's your favorite snack?
Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I have this down easy. It's tacos, always tacos, but snacks.
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Say pizza bagels. When pizza's a bagel? No. Hush you. Come on now, dear. Don't have all day. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. If I'm hungry, I need something. Ok, sì, è arrivata la mamma del signorino. Bentornati! Ok, sì, sono tornati in quello giusto. Scusatemi. Allora, next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. Brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Is this interview for real or is this a dream? As I look into Francis' deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. Medical, definitely. In a world without lawyers, I'm sure I could do a reasonable job. But seriously, I did have to take the first aid class when I worked at previous jobs and CPR's lessons. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will be exposed to solid patient zeros and will be the first ones eaten. People with the medical knowledge will be in high demand and could be the difference between you pot living and dying slowly and painfully. One more thing.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
You're seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex.
Okay.
Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
Preferisci mangiare con Mirko o aspettare il tuo amore?
Okay. So ask you again, why are you here? To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than a vague hope that maybe this time I wouldn't lose everything, but that's just enough motivation to face it each day, no more than that. It wouldn't be enough to answer a question. I needed to actually think it through. I understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been complete mess for over a decade, and in and out of jobs, taking what I can, selling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago, but well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try to chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your funplex. That perks their attention. Oh my, really serious occupation, that. An unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoy this role as a lifeguard, I take it. Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn. Can't say I can offer a role with such a high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet it felt appropriate. Like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Ok, allora io direi che ci possiamo fermare qui.
How marvelous!
Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for a valuable price. For prizes at any rate. Stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 tickets flush those down someone's throat. Poor dear. He just wasn't cut out of this line of work, grandson or not. I have no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person to work this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all the administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this taking tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Okay then. I adjust my sitting on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against that. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. And helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come, right? Non lo so, vedremo. Any minute now. Non sta arrivando nessuno, deduco. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, and nobody's woke up to obtain a holiday complex shot glass or color pencil set or light up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Maybe no, just going right. It seems pretty stuck up. Io non sto capendo se esiste una fine di capitolo, se... Vabbè. Mi sa che lui si... Hold a minute, who are you exactly? What are you doing behind the desk? Where's Francine? I am Francine. Pleased to meet you, Imran.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for octogen. Difficile on the floor, but sitting here all day and out, still dealing with problems with... She said Gavin would handle that stuff. È lui.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Ok. Salviamo. Ok. Sì, credo che sia il primo capitolo. Però ci fermiamo qua. Possiamo tornare al main menu. Ho appena salvato. Allora, proviamo. Main menu. Yes. Start. Se mi fa oh no, mi fa ricominciare. Ma ho salvato. No, aspetta. Prefs. No. History. Load. Ah, ok, da qui.
That would be me.
Ok.
I'm Gavin Cooper.
Quindi adesso proviamo. Sì. Main menu. Load. Ah, sono imbecille. Crono! Ciao! Buongiorno, ma ciao! Ho visto che hai cambiato nick. Sono passata. Ieri pomeriggio, mi pare. Ma ciao! Io per oggi ho finito in realtà, perché tra un po' arriva il fratello del signorino Aku e si pappa. Come stai? Come stai? Come la va? Ho visto che Maricon sta molto bene. Sarà difficile, eh? No. Stavo scrivendo Chrono the Hat al posto di Chrono the Cat. Ok, è partito. Cambiato perché volevo qualcosa di cute e semplice da ricordare. Hai fatto bene, hai fatto benissimo. Non ci mancherebbe altro. Bene, tu? Ma è cosa un po' così, ma si riprende. Ma sì, piano piano passa tutto, però mi spiace. Porina. Io bene, come vedi sono con il Momonga perché fa freddino. Ma per il resto tutto bene, tutto bene. Dobbiamo sistemare questo angoletto qua e accendere le lucine. Mi devo ricordare di farmi accendere le lucine dei vari cosi, dei vari bookends. Comunque, dove in tutto ciò, oggi mi sono presentato dal terapeuta una settimana prima. Oh no! Potrebbe essere stato un attimino problematico. Allora, dove andiamo? Allora, Gersu ci ha fatto ride ieri, andarci oggi mi sembra troppo un payback, ma nel senso non di revenge, cioè fatto lui, faccio io, non mi sembra carino. Cerchiamo qualcun altro. Allora in realtà c'è Crossplay che sta giocando a Phasmo. Potremmo andare da Cross. Ah, è una maratona del 2025. Dai, andiamo da Crossplay, allora, andiamo a trovarlo. Crossplay 92. Ma, scusami, Crono, ma il terapeuta cosa ti ha detto? Ti ha detto torni domani o avete fatto comunque quello che dovevate fare? ci sta che sia destinato a un pubblico adulto, sto giocando a Phasmo. No, ovvio che sì. Ah, ok. Va bene. Va bene. Io vi ringrazio per essere stati con me. Siete tutti molto carini, coccolosini, bellissimi. E mi spiace per i vari crash, ma ce l'abbiamo fatta. Credo andrò avanti con questo gioco, sono abbastanza intrippata, mi intriga. Ma te, grazie di essere passato, assolutamente. E ci vediamo venerdì mattina con Marvel Rivals e non più con Hank, ok? Ciao belli!